This is your monthly Oracle Tarot and Crystal reading for April 2024. Hi, I'm Ethan and this is an empowering reading for spiritual guidance and personal growth. Stick around as it will also include a pick a card reading, so get comfortable, grab yourself a tea or coffee and let's pull some cards. So this is a general reading, so please take what resonates with you. And first, I'm starting the reading with the Mythos Tarot today. I feel this is a good deck to work with as it kind of is very good during these kind of transitional times as we move from one season to another. And I'll only be working with the major arcana, and it will give us the major theme of the month and also where your power lies. And your card of the month is the Sun and the god Helios, or Sol in the Roman tradition. And Helios is the Greek god of the sun, and I feel that this is like a sign that you're going to start feeling a lot more positive about things. And if not, you need to tap into optimism. So, like the glass is half full is a better way. So we're not saying it, things are necessarily not what they are, but we're looking at them in a different way. I think that's going to really help you, and you're going to start seeing a shift in your outside world if you do this. Feel you're moving out of struggle and uncertainty at this time, and very much sort of going to have a lot more energy. I think some of you are going to start feeling a lot more motivated to get on with things if you've been procrastinating. That's kind of the energy that the Sun card can bring you at this time. And I feel there's an overall kind of mood uplift. I think your mood's improving. You're going to start feeling better about yourself and better about where your life is. You're kind of changing how you feel and think about things, and this is directly affecting your reality. And this card, the Sun, is always a positive sign in any tarot or oracle card reading that it turns up in. So you're definitely, no doubt you've experienced challenges in the past, and you may, things could come up during this month, but if you stay positive and you're proactive, you'll overcome these things. And you need to focus on solutions, not the problems. So we're not, again, the situation is what it is, but how you view it and then how you respond to the things that are happening in your life is what's going to shift you out of the situation that comes up. And another aspect of the Sun card is also shining your light and gaining more clarity on your life. So I feel those two things could also be true for some of you as well. That might mean something for you. So I just want to remind you that I don't do personal readings, and I will never DM you with any kind of psychic message or unsolicited readings through social media or any other format that you find that in. So be very careful online. Let's see what else is going on for you this month. I have pulled 3 cards for you from the Mists of Avalon Oracle. So your first card is the Lady of Shalott, or the Lady of Shalott, and this is a legend that tells the story of this woman who was stuck in a tower, which is shown here in the background, and there was kind of a magic spell put on her so that she wasn't able to look out of the window while she was stuck there directly, but she was able to look at the reflection of outside world through a mirror which she had in her room. So she could only view it through this mirror, and I feel that you're beginning to see through illusions yourself, and you're beginning to notice things that you perhaps hadn't seen before. And that could be lies we've told ourselves. It could be outside information that is not feeling correct anymore or right for us. And I feel that you're beginning to overcome self-limiting ideas and beliefs that you've had for a long time. And these are things you've held about yourself, things you think you can and can't do. And I very much feel that you have the chance this month to really overcome some big limiting beliefs that have stopped you in the past or kind of tripped you up in the past. So, the mind can be very tricky, and it can sort of tell us things that aren't true. And even other people maybe in your past have told you, you can do this, you can't do that, you're not like this, you're more like that. even in your work environment. These types of things kind of stifle growth or stop you fully expressing who you are. And I feel that you're now getting to the point where this is no longer affecting you. You're able to get out of that. And if we look, the lady has actually got out of the tower at this point, and she's moving away from that on the boat, which shows kind of a journey that you've been on for a while. Look at how you're maybe putting yourself down even now. Is there things that you are telling yourself that are not true? What types of beliefs do you have about your abilities, who you are and what you are stopping you reaching your goals and dreams? Those are things I think are coming up for you now or will be coming up. It's time for you to let go of these things once and for all. Okay, so the next card is Branwen, and this is also coming back to bringing you back into balance. I feel, moving on from the last card, this card follows on from that one because it's about healing and letting go of the past. It's a healing journey for you, and you mustn't be a prisoner of your past, because again, in the legend, this woman was imprisoned and she was communicating through these crows. I feel crows may mean something to some of you. That might be a bird that has meaning for some of you, or that you have been seeing lately. And she, her lesson moving on from what happened to her would be that you mustn't become a prisoner, and that you must no longer allow others to have power over you. And the only power other people or even a situation has over you is the power that you give it. So you need to let go of anything that no longer serves you and find your own path, find a new path. And if you need the support of friends or family, you should absolutely seek it. Some of us don't want to do everything alone. Some of us really struggle if we're trying to overcome things in our life on our own. So reach out to people, friends or family, if you need to help you kind of overcome things or any difficulties you're experiencing in your life. Get support if you need to. It's a card of self-care. So look after yourself while you're going through this, because it's not necessarily something that you're going to completely achieve this 1 month. This is an ongoing thing, but a lot of progress can be made this month. Okay, so the third card is Camelot. When you overcome these inner obstacles, you can honestly have it all. So think about what you want and who you want to be, and get really clear on your goals and the big dreams that you have in your life, especially things that you're putting off, perhaps things you've known for a long time you wanted to do, these aspirations, these things that you keep putting off, which is another way we kind of limit ourselves and block ourselves from doing something. There's always there's never sometimes a right time to do things. I think some of you have to consider, okay, how long am I going to keep telling myself this? How long will I wait to make this happen or do this thing? It could be a trip, visiting somewhere, taking a course, doing something that you've wanted to do for a long time, something you want to learn, a project, anything like that you're putting off. It's now time to get very, very clear about what this is and look at ways in which you would make this a reality. Okay, so think about your big dreams, goals and aspirations, and try to sort of bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And you may have to just take small steps. So if you can, this month, you're already clear on what you want, start taking some small steps towards your goals and your desires, or anything you're trying to manifest in your life. Because all journeys start with one step. So you might have to go outside of your comfort zone. That's possibly some of the reason you haven't done what you've done. And I feel it's time. And if you feel ready, make a move. Be true to yourself and do something for yourself. And ultimately that will help other people as well. And if you've enjoyed this reading so far, could you please give it a thumbs up? Because that will help this reading reach more people so they can benefit too. Thank you. So your guidance for your career and for money this month is coming from the Sacred Wealth Code Oracle, which is this one. And your card is the Queen and the planet is the Moon. So you're stepping into your power at this time, or you need to. So this could look differently for different people. Some of you could be taking on leadership roles or being encouraged to do so. Leadership can look different for different people. And you can either do some work or create a product or service which will support others. So this card is very much about doing something for the greater good, for the community, for other people. In fact, I feel this could be one of the things that you haven't been doing, or you're talking yourself out of, or delaying. But what your higher self and your guides want you to know is it's doing you, not just you, but others, a disservice by not bringing something into the world, or by not taking on this role that you should take on, which is standing in your power, because you can really help others through doing that. So have a think about what that might be and how you could serve or improve other people's lives, or something you're doing will benefit others. Now, in terms of business and money and career, this is really important, because if you can focus more on how does this thing that I'm offering or doing help others, that's going to be so much more fulfilling than just thinking about how can I make X amount of money this month, next month, this year, which is okay, but it's not enough for you. I think you need to know that what you're doing is going to change people's lives or help people in some way. And that could be family members. Some of you need to just think about, okay, if I earn this amount of money, I'll be able to improve the life of my family. That is enough too, because again, we're not just thinking about ourselves there, we're thinking about others. This could lead to increased success and income if you take action on it. Don't get caught up in vanity metrics if you're using social media or website online stuff, and try to focus more on the motivation of helping the community, helping other people, or someone out there that could benefit from you, your work, or your message, and being helpful. So the rest will come once you do that. And because we have passed through the equinox recently, I am going to be working with this deck I haven't shown you before, which is the Empyrean Oracle, which is a holographic oracle actually, and it uses lenticular holograms, which means you will get two images and text inside each card. So as we move into this kind of shift with the equinox, into this season, whether that be autumn or spring for you, this is one of the messages that's coming through. It's probably going to be a bit tricky for me to show this, but so there's two hands in the clouds with a star, and then the word light. And this ties in with the sun card, which is also about illumination. And a light illuminates your path, and you're gaining clarity on what you want and what you want to be. And you can feel so much better about things when you allow this to happen for you. In fact, I feel this sense of really sort of feeling like happy for the first time in a while. So if you've been feeling down, if you've had winter blues, if it's been a while since you've actually felt really good about what's going on in your life, I feel you have the potential right now to start feeling really good and really kind of in alignment with what you want and where you want to be. It's all in your hands to shift your focus and your perspective on things. And once you shift your focus, everything around you starts to get clearer, and you get a better sense of what's going on and how you feel about it. So as well as that, I feel you need to follow your bliss and your passions and do what lights you up, which I think is one of the main messages of this card. And if you're doing what lights you up, it will show in your experiences in your life, in your work, and people will really be able to kind of get a sense of that. Another really interesting thing about this deck is every card has a song or a piece of music attached to it. So I did have a look with this one in the guidebook, and some of you might want to check this out. It may have some meaning for you. It could be something that triggers something even creatively inside you. So I will link in the description or on the video to this song, and it is called Stardust Chords by Greta Van Fleet. So check that out. your crystal rune for the month. Actually, it goes this way. And this rune is, I see this as the rune of destiny. And you need to remember who you are and to know that you are the master of your destiny. And you know what your soul wants you to do and what's calling you. I think on some level you are aware of this and you shouldn't ignore it. And you're being guided, that there may be signs already that you're seeing. I feel that you could be ignoring them. You may be noticing the signs, or you're going to start seeing signs, synchronicities. Things might start aligning for you a bit more at the moment, and they're all leading you towards this direction, that you're either already on this path or you're being guided towards this path. And you need to know that you have a purpose and you are here to fulfill it. And you may have to let go of the old you, who you were, what you were, and forget about it, because it doesn't really have power over you. And don't be fooled into thinking that life is happening to you. There is a plan, you have a destiny, you have important things you came here to do, and just take some steps towards what is calling you and what you know you came here to do. And design your own destiny. And before we get to your pick a card reading, let's just look at the main themes and the main messages of your reading for this month. And we'll also be looking at the signs and symbols that you need to look out for as well. So the sun shines a light on the entire reading and onto your life, and you need to look at the bright side of things and look at the positive. Behind every situation, every block has a blessing in it. So embrace the positive and be more proactive in your mindset and how you view things. And I feel that you're already seeing through self-limiting beliefs, as we talked about here. Here we had the illusions being kind of broken about ourselves and about our capabilities. You need to let go of anything that is no longer serving you this month, and that's where your power is. And your whole perspective on your life could completely shift if you kind of go full into this. And you do need to get clear though, once you've kind of had those realizations of the truth of who you are and what you came here to do. You need to also get clear on your goals and your aspirations and everything you're trying to manifest, because this is, if your journey is just beginning for some of you, and others you may have been stalled and you're now picking up where you left off. Put things into motion and start doing what you can to get towards these things. And there's a lot of clarity in this reading, really stepping into your power at this time. And in terms of symbols, I do see the castle, which appears here and here. And I feel that castles could be a symbol for you, which is about building your dreams, working on the foundations of your future. It could also be, for some of you, might be finding your place in the world, and it could even mean a new home. Some of you might be moving, relocating as well. And the other symbol I see is the moon. We have a moon here, and this is a moon card. So the moon could mean tapping. You might be feeling emotional. A lot of people have been feeling quite emotional lately, so you might notice that sensation, and you might be kind of getting pulled into your emotions more, especially if you're doing sort of inner work and healing. But it also is a sign of just listening to your intuition, following your feelings, as long as they're kind of calm feelings that are not kind of throwing you off. If they feel like just a knowing, then you maybe need to tune into that, because that will guide you towards your destiny, your life purpose. And the other thing as well is there are a few celestials in this reading. So we've got the moon and we've got the sun, and we've got stars appearing here. So celestials, I feel, are kind of, again, the signs of the big picture, destiny and life purpose. And if you like any of the decks I've used today, do check out, I've included links below, and some of these links are affiliate links which help support me and my channel, so thank you if you do use those. And this part of the reading will give you an additional personal message and a crystal to support you through the month ahead. And I'm using my own personal handmade crystal oracle here, and I can't show you the illustrations yet, but you can definitely benefit from the guidance and the crystal. So just take a moment and tune in and allow your intuition to guide you to the card that contains the message, crystal, and the guidance that you need at this time and for the month ahead. Card 1, card 2, or card 3. And once you have chosen your card, see the video chapters in the bar below this video to jump straight to your message, or you can use timestamps in the description. And if you feel you need a bit longer to make your choice, then please pause this video now. And of course, if you feel drawn to more than one card, you can check out both and see if that gives you a better message. And if you picked card 1, then your crystal is Danburite. And your message for this month is "You're born for this." And this is a powerful card. It's a message from your higher self. And you need to stop doubting your higher purpose and questioning why you're here or what you're here to do. Stop doubting your purpose. And you need to know that you are perfectly qualified and capable of doing what you came here to do. Even if you don't feel it, you are. Some of you might be suffering from imposter syndrome, which is a pretty common thing that everyone experiences, but if it's something that's really kind of stopping you, this is a reminder to just stop that where it's in its tracks now, as imposter syndrome is another one of these illusions. So be brave and have faith in yourself and your higher purpose, and just remember that this isn't really about you. And you need to remember that it's about your, as we talked before with the other cards, your contribution to others and to the planet, and something that you're here to help improve things with. So think about what you can contribute to others and how your purpose will help others, because that's your motivation. And the properties of Danburite can be helpful for you because it brings clarity about your life purpose. It helps you know what your purpose is and helps you align with it. So all great sort of things. It's also a high vibe crystal that's going to kind of raise your vibration into that kind of higher state of consciousness. And if you can't get Danburite, it is a little bit expensive and it's not that easy to find anymore. So if you need a substitute or something similar, I would recommend you check out Blue Kyanite, Chevron Amethyst, or you could use a Herkimer Diamond. So hopefully this reading has been helpful for you. Let me know in the comments which card you picked or which part of this reading made sense for you. And you can find all my crystal books on Amazon and in other places in the links below this video. And please remember to subscribe and hit bell notifications so that you never miss a reading from me. And have a great month. And if you picked card 2, then your crystal is Ahwite. And your message for the month is make a fresh start. And this is the theme of much of this month's readings anyway. So perhaps you are already in a new chapter of your life. Perhaps it's already begun for you and you're already on that way. But also it is a reminder for those of you who feel stuck that you definitely need to step into this new phase of your life and seek to have some type of new beginning. So that is perfectly possible for you this month. It's kind of like an initiation. So there's definitely going to be new things going on once you do this. It will mean doing new things, getting new skills, having new experiences, which it can be scary. And, you know, when you're moving into a new phase of life, when you're moving into a new place, when you begin something that you've never done before, it is a little scary, but don't be afraid of new things. Be open. Don't sort of not do something just because it's new. Give things a try, as these new experiences could really change you and cause kind of a big sort of personal transformation for you. So there's a lot of soul growth and spiritual growth that's possible for you this month. Some of you might be launching something new, or doing something more like that. But whatever it is, this new thing is kind of important, and it's an important thing that you should be doing, and it will hopefully align you with more of where you need to be and what you need to be doing, and definitely let go of the past. So this card can also indicate travel, a journey, going somewhere. So if that is something that makes sense for you, or you're thinking about it, or you're in the process of it, then this is confirmation for you. So the properties of Ahwai, and I know this is a super rare stone. It's become so rare. I mean, I would have got this around 2011, 2010. So it was already expensive back then, so completely understand. I'll give you some substitutes in a minute. But this crystal helps cleanse old emotional energy, and it can help you release karmic patterns that you're finally ready to learn from and move on from. And it's also a good crystal for new beginnings in general. So substitutes for anyone who doesn't have this crystal would be chrysoprase, amazonite, or quantum quattro. So hopefully you got some helpful guidance from me today. So let me know in the comments what part of this reading resonated with you the most, and also please check out my books on Amazon and in other places at the links below. And remember to subscribe and hit bell notifications so you never miss a reading from me, and have a great month. So if you picked card 3, then your crystal is Angelite, and your message for the month is see the signs. And you need to remember that you are never really alone, and you have guides, angels, other spiritual beings and helpers around you, whatever you personally believe in, and they are watching over you. And this stone and this card is a confirmation of this, and they want you to know that they are guarding you, and they are sending signs and messages to you, and you may already be aware of them, you may be seeing them. These could be things like angel numbers, people see particular symbols and signs like butterflies and birds, certain words or lyrics you might be hearing. And if you're not sure what they mean, it can sometimes just be a message of support. So it's nice to know that we have spiritual help and support, a confirmation for you that they are watching over you, they are fully aware, they want you to stay the course. And sometimes these signs are literally signposts. So you might find that you're being either shown to stay on the path you're on, or you're being guided towards another direction. And just be open to these messages. Follow any signs that you think you're being shown, and you should be guided in the right direction this month. And the crystal Angelite, really good stone for you because it connects you with your guides and angels. And it's also a good stone for communication with your guides and angels, or any spiritual beings that you work with. And it also brings comfort, which is something that I think we need sometimes to know, especially if you're on a spiritual path and you feel a little alone. Maybe within your family or friends group you might not feel fully understood, so it's a helpful stone for that. So substitutes for Angelite would be Celestite, Angel Aura, particularly Angel Aura Quartz, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I think it's Awahi Blue Opal. So those would be other stones you could use as well. So hopefully you received some messages or guidance today that were helpful. Please let me know in the comments which parts of this reading, if anything, really resonated or helped you in any way. And you can check out all my books on Amazon or other places in the links below. And please remember to subscribe and select bell notifications so that you never miss a reading from me. Have a great month.